Welcome to a special Bigfoot Society members only episode. In this episode, I talked to Steve about his frightening encounters with a Bigfoot in the Fobb Bottom WMA near Lake Texoma on the Oklahoma-Texas border. You're about to hear a 5-minute teaser clip of this episode, but to hear the rest, become a Bigfoot Society Patreon member or a YouTube channel member on the Bigfoot Posse tier. If you have any information regarding Bigfoot or any other cryptids in the Lake Texoma area, please contact me after this episode at bigfootsociety@gmail.com.
Now this time, by the time that we finish, have dinner and all this, it's almost about 11. So next thing, we're just talking. My friend and I, we're just talking by the fire. And I feel like this energy coming from the woods. And I told my friend, like, can you feel that? And my friend was like, yes. I was like, I feel like somebody, and before I even finished that sentence, I feel like somebody, I turn around and probably about 200 feet away, I see these red eyes. And because I'm in my chair, I'm probably, if I'm sitting in my chair, I'm probably about 4 or maybe 5, no, I would say like 4 foot above the ground, which is my vision. And so I turn around and I see something in the woods that is looking at us, red eyes, looking, but you can feel it like anger, something bad, something anger, something like, I don't want you here. So when I turn around and I see this, like I said, before I finish the sentence to tell my friend, I just lock eyes with this thing, whatever that was. When I lock eyes, I didn't stop looking. And I told my friend, are you looking at this? And my friend is like, yeah. I'm like, what the heck is that? Like I say, all this time, I'm not moving my eyes from this thing. We are looking at each other. This is not something that it took 2 seconds and then disappeared. No. All this that I'm about to tell you, it's about me and that thing never lose contact, eye contact. So I told my friend, can you see this? My friend is like, yes, what the heck is that? I'm like, I don't know. And I'm froze, but I'm still looking at this thing. And I say, you have your gun with you? My friend is yes. I'm like, get it ready. But like I say, I'm not moving. I'm eye contact with this thing. Get it ready. So my friend is like, so then always when I go camping, I always put next to my chair my knife, and I put my bird spray. So without stop looking, I reach to my bird spray, my knife, and then I have my flashlight. Now I'm a general contractor, and the flashlight that I have is a DeWalt. And for the people out there who knows about flashlight, the DeWalt flashlight is huge. Like, it's really bright. I mean, that's why I bring it when I go car camping. So I got the flashlight and I put the light. And like I said, keep in mind, all this is without losing eye contact with this thing. And it's not moving. I put the light and it looks, like I say, keep in mind that at this point when I put the light, I already stand up. I already stand up, and this thing now, it's about like 4 or 5 foot, like above the ground in the woods. I put the light, and all I can see is if it was something hairy. I have never seen anything like that in my life before. They're like crawling because, and like I say, keep in mind how big this thing was, because it was probably about 4 foot above the ground. And when I put the light, if this thing was crawling, and when I put the flashlight, this thing just stand up. And when it stand up, this thing, I can tell you, was probably about 7, 8 foot tall. We were about 200 feet away. I don't know how tall, but it was tall. And then you stand up, and when that happened, I can tell you, I'll be honest with you, I think I peed myself. Because that's when it was real. There's stories that you hear out there that you like, oh, I hear something. I think I saw. No, this one is I saw it. it was there. And that's when for me it was real, because it was tall, but I froze. But it's one of those times like when you're scared, but at the same time, because you're scared, your reaction is to be angry. Because at that moment for me, that's when it got real. And my first reaction was like scream at that thing. And I was like, "Hmm, hmm," you know, and I'm like, hey, and I started walking towards that thing. And like I say, now it's super dark. I don't know what it was. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how it looks like, but I because it was part of me that kind of froze.
Just want to take a few minutes to say thank you to you, all my listeners, for listening to the podcast. Please take a minute to help out the show by subscribing on YouTube, making sure you hit the bell so you don't miss any notifications, and share the episode on YouTube with a friend. Also, if you're listening to us on a podcast, thank you so much. Make sure that you're subscribed, share the show with a friend. Really, it's all about sharing the show wherever you can. If you've had a Bigfoot encounter related to the following or know someone who has, please reach out to me at bigfootsociety@gmail.com or pass on my email. Here's a list. Encounters in the Lake Texoma area of Oklahoma or Texas. Encounters in the Oak Ridge, Oregon area or within 45 minutes to an hour of the vicinity. Anyone who actively has a habituation happening on their property. Anyone who is actively involved in the events of the siege at Honubby. Anyone who is actively researching Bigfoot or has seen Bigfoot in the Ouachita Mountains of southeast Oklahoma. A special thank you to all the Bigfoot Society Patreon and YouTube channel members. It's your support that helps keep the show going, and I extremely appreciate it.